Welcome back to the Thread the Laces podcast, hosted by your favorite people, Alex, Donnie, and of course myself, Nate. Unfortunately, Alex couldn't make it this week due to having COVID, but hopefully he'll be healthy for next week. We're praying for you, Alex, and
Feel better.
feel better. Hopefully he'll be good for next week, but go follow us and hit that like and subscribe button, please, and at Thread the Laces on everything. How you doing today?
Doing good.
We'll be talking about every game last
COVID-free.
week. Yeah, I know, right?
Poor Alex.
Yeah, I know. Thank God he didn't have that one.
That's what I'm saying. Like we was there last week. When did he become positive?
When did he? He said he became positive today, so that's unfortunate. Right before we do the podcast.
So he was there last week. I don't feel
We're
nothing.
currently recording this on Wednesday, the 14th. So
Yeah. I think I'm good.
yeah, I'm good too. But yeah, we'll be talking about every game last week and every game next week and our predictions. So stay tuned for that, and let's jump right into it. There were so many upsets this past week. Like, it was literally crazy.
It's week one.
It is week one.
That's what I'm saying. I made some.
I missed six.
I made some bets.
I was
I made
only
some
10 out of
bets,
16. I did too.
I put a lot of money on this week, and that was stupid of me. That's a mistake I'll never make again.
0 for 3.
Put too much money on week one. Don't do that. That's
0 for
stupid.
3 on bets.
It's
for
too
me this week,
unpredictable. You don't know how
unfortunately.
these players are going to come out here and play, or teams, or even communicate or anything.
Yeah,
I'll tell you
exactly.
what, there were so many upsets that I'm surprised if anybody won a lot of money. Honestly.
Yeah, it definitely won Vegas a lot of money this past week for sure.
Yeah, they got me.
Vegas won a lot of money. Like
They got me.
the 49ers lost. That was crazy. That was probably the most crazy one. The
Wow.
Bears beating the 49ers.
I think the most crazy one was Indy and Houston tying.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, Indy and Houston tying.
Yeah, Indy and
Like,
Houston
what
tying
is happening?
was pretty crazy. Seattle beating Denver. I was like,
Yeah,
what?
Seattle. Yeah, what's another
You
one?
really let Geno Smith come in there and beat y'all? That's insane.
Seattle's defense. Like, Broncos got down in the red zone like 4 times and didn't get no points out of it.
Yeah, it was. They were
So,
0
I
for
mean-
4 in the red zone. That was.
So the Seahawks defense, I feel like in the red zone stepped up. So a lot of crazy things happening here.
Yeah, it did. But let's start it off with the Thursday night game: Bills versus Rams.
Yeah, the Bills.
I was
10-10.
the lonesome.
10-10 at halftime.
I was the lonesome saying that the Bills were going to win. This.
I mean, I went Rams low numbers, so it ain't like
Yeah, I went Bills 1, but I was pretty confident they were gonna win, to be honest.
Yeah.
I
thought-
definitely didn't think they were
To
gonna
me,
win
I
by
thought it was
20.
a toss up.
I thought it was gonna be like 30. I
At
thought it
halftime,
was
it's
gonna be
10-10
like
though.
30 to 20. You know, yeah, it was 10-10 at halftime.
Yeah, it's 10-10 at halftime.
Blew him out. Josh Allen looked like
I won that bet.
he looked so good. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, but then at second
Straight
half, the Rams,
gunslinger.
the Rams literally just shut down. Nothing happened.
Yeah, Jalen Ramsey didn't do very good, but he's
He
Jalen
got
Ramsey.
burned
He'll
all
be
game.
fine. Yeah, he did.
But he'll fix all that up. He'll be fine. At the
Yeah,
end of the year,
Stephon Diggs
if
went
he stays
crazy.
healthy at the end of the year, he'll still be a top.
Oh yeah, he'll still be top 2.
He'll still be a
Maybe
top back.
3.
I don't know about top
5.
twos.
Yeah, he might not
Don't
be
give
top
him all
2.
that credit yet.
I don't know. he earns a lot of credit, I think. He's pretty good. But, seeing the Rams only score 10 points was pretty crazy.
They scored
Stafford
nothing
didn't
in the
look
second
very
half.
good.
Stafford.
He was making a lot of bad throws. He was overthrowing Cooper Kupp a lot. Like, there was one play, Cooper Kupp across the middle, literally wide open, and he threw it probably 8 yards to the right above his head.
The one behind him, he got intercepted. He threw it behind the receiver.
Mm-hmm.
It was just right into. It's
Yeah.
a couple bad throws, but there was a couple quarterbacks that made some bad decisions this week that I didn't expect that. So I didn't expect that from Stafford and
Next up, I didn't expect it from Joe Burrow either.
Burrow. He made some dumb.
He made a lot of
decisions.
bad decisions, a lot of bad throws.
Dumb. He looked.
I'm not worried,
I'm not worried.
but
But like me and Tommy was talking about it today that it does make a difference when you ain't making no preseason snaps. It shows. Look at all the teams that didn't do good. Look at the Packers. They didn't do nothing. You didn't see Lazard out there. Christian Watson didn't play preseason. Rodgers didn't play. None of these guys played together in preseason. None of them just got the edge off.
That drop by
and
Watson.
I feel like if you don't get the edge off, you ain't gonna do good in the first week. I mean, it's proven. I mean, look what the Bengals did.
Yeah,
Burrow got surgery. He couldn't play no preseason. Chase didn't step in there. Higgins didn't step in there. And look, we lost to the Steelers. And we was favored by almost 7 points, 6.5.
Yeah, T.J. Watt.
It all matters. Look at the Bears. Justin Fields was out there almost every game, dude, on preseason. He was out there.
He was.
And then look what they did. They beat the 49ers.
Yeah.
He was
out
out
there
nobody
sliding
expected that. That was another
sliding
game.
in the rain.
That was another game that was another big upset. That was a big upset. There was some
Lions
big
dropping
ones.
35 points.
Yeah, well, yeah.
They had all their guys out there in preseason, too.
Yeah. So, to me, it makes a difference. You need to do that's something that I think a lot of team or coaches and owners and stuff are going to look at all that.
Well, it's like because even though they're backups, it's still NFL players. Like that's different from college. So, just getting that little slight experience in preseason is much needed. Like especially for young players like Christian Watson. Like you think if that play was practiced a few times in preseason, you think that he would have dropped that? I mean, you never know. It might have changed the outcome. They said that they were practicing that for a long time. Might have changed the outcome
for a couple
of the whole
weeks.
game.
Well,
I predicted that the
he
Vikings were going to win. But
yeah, you did.
And
I would
definitely
Packers,
think
I didn't go high on.
I definitely think if Watson would have got that touchdown to change the momentum of the whole game, and
I think it would just hype
had
them
a
up.
better chance.
It would just hype them up.
Oh, yeah.
To where
It would have made them
kept
feel
that.
good.
It makes a difference in the game because they
you
said
feel
that
good, too.
because Christian Watson came back to full practice, like not even 2 weeks ago, and when he came back, like they had that in the game plan ever since. And they said, we're going to run it the first play. He's going to run his route, and Roger said it too. And, and talking to Pat McAfee on his thing last night, he said, we had that. He said, Watson ran a perfect route, great route, strided down the field. He said he had him, he knew it. They planned it. The play worked perfect. He goes, I don't know if the nerves got to him or whatever it did, but I walked straight up to him and said, you got that out your system now, right? He said exactly what he said to him. You got that out your system now, right? You ready to move on, right?
Well,
Let's do this.
That's what Rodgers does. He just,
everybody thinks, he just gives up on his receivers. No, he did not give up on his receivers. He went up and said, you got that out your system? Let's get that out your system. Let's move on. And
he always creates good receivers. He's always done
they'll be
all
fine.
these low
They'll be
picks.
fine.
Devontae Adams' first 3 years was nobody to everybody, and now he's the number one receiver in the league, number two.
Yeah.
Arguably top three, whatever you want to put him. Like no
I
one's
put him
arguing
number
that.
one, but whatever.
Yeah, I do too, but no one's arguing. So
Yeah.
Seeing the Bengals lose like that was crazy, man.
For one, they played like
we deserved to lose at that point.
We did play like crap, but we still barely lost.
Because the Steelers' offense is that bad.
Yeah,
That's one thing to talk about with the Steelers. Like their offense is that bad. They
but you
got
got 'em winning
6
this
turnovers. Yeah, I do. I do have them winning though.
You got 'em winning
this
week.
I do.
Yeah, we'll talk about it,
but their defense is so good. I don't know though. No T.J. Watt is
for at least 6 weeks.
Yeah, at least 6 weeks.
And they said that since he ain't got to do surgery, that if he had to do surgery, he'd been out all year.
There's so many injuries.
Oh, so many injuries.
Too many.
Yeah, I got all them injuries too, and there's some big key injuries.
Oh yeah, Godwin hurt again.
He's They said he's questionable, but he's probably not gonna play this week. They want to keep him safe.
Higgins walked into the locker room today and said, "I'm fine," and was smiling and playing ping pong.
Yeah, I think he'll be back.
Oh, yeah, I think he will too. I don't think it was a serious injury, thankfully. Even though that was a dirty hit, that should have been a flag. I don't know how it wasn't. There was a lot of crazy calls too. That Jamar Chase catch. What's up with that? The catch where the ball's across the pylon.
The touchdown, that would have changed the game right there, too.
It's crazy. And then our snapper getting hurt, and then Logan Wilcox having a snap, and
A big
he
one,
messed
Dak.
up the snap. Yep. And what did I say? What did I say in the past? What did I say, bro? In the past podcast, unfortunately,
I knew this was going to come up.
unfortunately, the Cowboys will be that team that gets injured and isn't going to make the playoffs. And that is exactly what I said. Like, it all
I feel like
started.
even if they wasn't injured, they would barely make it.
I don't
like
think
6
they
or
were.
7.
That's what I said. Even at fully healthy, I don't think that they were going to make the playoffs, which is why I had them not making the playoffs. Because they're not. Dallas is not making the playoffs. Sorry. Sorry, Cowboys fans.
Oh, no, they definitely ain't now.
Sorry, Cowboys fans. But, yeah. You're missing the playoffs, man.
Let's see. Around the league here, any more big injuries? They said Mac Jones back injury, he'll be fine.
Justin Jefferson went
TJ Watt.
absolutely crazy. And, Jair Alexander didn't get to guard him that much, but he did guard him a few plays. And there was a few plays where he got straight burnt, and it's going viral. Like, there was this one, oh my God, it was so filthy. He went like 10 yards, did like 2 stutters this way, went this way. Literally, Jair went from having his feet playing it like this to looking over here and being confused on where Jefferson was, and got straight burnt for like a 35-yard pass.
That's hard to stick somebody like that.
It is very hard. And he's different, man. Justin's different.
There just should be like a spy on him or something. Like, there's got to be somebody else that's like looking out.
There was a safety, that's why. He
it's
only
like
got 35 yards.
Jair is going to go stay in this area and go over here. If he goes over here, if he comes over here, I got to cover that.
Yeah, it was the safety. He
is-
dropped down, but he wasn't there quick enough. Kirk got the pass out, and it was just a dime. They just outplayed the whole game. Dalvin Cook looked good. Everybody looked good on the Vikings.
Yeah.
Zadarius Smith hitting Rodgers, and then them having that little connection. That was pretty cool. Thought it was.
Yeah, I guess.
And, you're going to talk about this, too. Another one of my W's from preseason. Michael Thomas, the most touchdowns by a receiver this week, the Double. What he had? He had 7 targets, 5 receptions, 60 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, I think it was 62, wasn't it?
Yeah. Comeback player of the year, son.
Yeah,
Top 10 receiver.
you got him on
Everyone,
there.
put some respect on him. That's what I've been saying. Everyone's disrespecting him, saying, he hasn't played in 2 years. But who cares, dude? Who cares? That doesn't matter with Michael Thomas. He's different. He's different. It's like DeAndre Hopkins when he got hurt. He came back as DeAndre Hopkins still. And that's what he's going to do when he comes back.
He's gonna do it again.
He's going to come back as DeAndre Hopkins. That's just how these type of guys are. They're different. Like, I feel like if Mike Evans was injured, which he never has been, but if he got injured for a year or 2, I think he'd come back and still be Mike Evans. Like, there's just some tier 1 guys, and
Yeah,
A.J. Brown.
I don't think
is one
Mike
of them.
Evans gets a lot of credit. When you look at people's list of top 10 wide receivers, like he's never hardly ever in a lot of people.
He's in mine for sure.
And I'm like, how is he not in there?
He's in mine for sure. Every season he's ever played,
Yeah.
1,000 yards.
every year, dude. Mm-hmm. So it's like he's got to be in the conversation somewhere.
Yeah. Saints almost lost that to the Falcons, though. That was another one I wanted to talk about because the Saints won by 1 point
At the last second, dude. Like,
So,
what's up with the defense on that?
yeah, the
They ain't
defense
stepping up.
didn't play well against old Mariota.
That's what I'm saying. But Cordell Patterson, he's a lot better than people think.
Yeah, he went off.
He went off.
He really did. He went off.
And, people
And he
are
went
like,
cheap in our fantasy too.
Yeah, he did.
Like $12 maybe.
That's a
Something
good pickup.
crazy.
You got him.
It was something crazy like that. But the Saints did win. I had them winning. I thought they were going to win by like 7. I definitely didn't think that it was going to be that close.
Well, I just thought their defense would have did better against the Falcons.
Yeah, I didn't think they were going to let up 26 points. It's crazy.
Yeah, and they let up 26, and I mean the Saints only had like 10 at that time. Dude, they scored like 17 straight points.
Yeah, and
It was
Kamara didn't even do very good either.
Kamara didn't do much.
It was all pass game. Jarvis did pretty good too. He had like 5 receptions, I think, 4 receptions.
Yeah. I don't even think nobody's even got him on our fantasy. I think he's a free agent. Oh, no, I had him and I dropped him.
Yeah, so now he's a free agent.
Now he's a free agent.
Free agent Jarvis.
Free agent Jarvis. Man, I remember he was going for decent money a couple years ago.
But this 49ers game, though, I want to talk about as well. Like, okay, like, I think it's a little of an over-exaggeration. I know they lost to the Bears, but it was in Chicago, in those weather conditions. San Francisco is not used to that. Like, that was a flood. It was an absolute flood.
Like they said, like, when they was up
Trey Lance was fumbling, falling everywhere. Yeah. Like,
when it was up 10-0, they said Debo had that big fumble, and ever since that big fumble, that's when it basically went downhill.
Yeah. They kept fumbling. They couldn't hold on to the ball. And Justin Fields and the whole Chicago Bears team's having fun out there, acting like a slip and slide. Like, they're used to it.
Yeah.
They're used to the rain in Chicago.
They played a good game. They're playing a good game. They really did.
They did.
They played a good defensive game against them. But, man, them fumbles. But the weather was terrible. Elijah Mitchell, ow.
That was another key one that we were forgetting. Yeah. Elijah Mitchell.
No, I had him all right here. Got him right here. Elijah Mitchell and Chris Godwin.
Yep.
And then Tampa Bay's one of their best offensive tackles, Donovan Smith, hyperextended his elbow.
Yeah.
Said he didn't miss a game all season last year and only allowed 2 sacks last year.
You see Creed Humphrey, dude?
Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy. Only allowed 2 sacks last year.
Only allowed 2 sacks, and they're talking about at least 6 weeks. And the offensive line's already beat up. They already lost another guy earlier this year, or in the preseason. So that's not good for Tampa Bay for the offensive line. But they still got weapons out there. They got Julio now since Godwin got hurt. If he can't play,
and Julio did good.
Yeah, Julio put up some numbers, dude. I'm telling you.
He was tossing them up to Julio, bro.
Yeah.
Brady was trusting Julio. I mean, it's like a fellow veteran. Like I'm playing with a fellow vet. But I definitely didn't think the 49ers were going to lose. But
the T.J. Watt pectoral injury, that hurts.
We talked, yeah.
Man, then the Najee Harris, man, that was scary on his leg.
Yeah, but he's fine.
I know he's fine, but still, that leg bent
Thankfully, oh my God, dude, when that happened, my heart,
that play was nasty.
I obviously dislike the Steelers.
That's it for a lot of big injuries. Except for, do we talk about Keenan Allen, J.C. Jackson?
Yeah, the Chargers, Keenan Allen and J.C. Jackson.
Keenan Allen's already
ouch.
Ruled out.
Ruled out.
J.C. Jackson's questionable, so I think he'll go.
Yeah, we'll probably go. When they're questionable towards later of the week, usually they play. But, they might sit them out just in case.
Yeah, they might. I doubt it.
It's a big game.
It's against the Chiefs, man.
It's a very big game.
It's a short week, so it's like, if he can...
Yeah, game's tomorrow. So.
Yeah, game's tomorrow, so if he can go, he'll go.
But oh my
you don't want to, make him come back too quick. So.
Yeah, I'm definitely watching.
Ooh, kicker Harrison Buckner's out for the game.
Yeah, Harrison Buckner's out.
Their cornerback, or rookie cornerback, Trent McDuffie, hamstring was ruled out. He's out for 4 weeks, they said.
Yeah, those are pretty big losses.
Them are pretty big losses,
pretty unfortunate losses.
Let's see here. That's
Creed Humphrey, though. That dude is an animal.
Yeah.
Literally, he had last year. He had 2, or it was 1 QB sack allowed and 2 QB pressures, in like almost 500 snaps.
Yeah.
And he had 0 QB pressures allowed. 2 QB pressures in a whole season. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. That's like that's top of your position.
Yeah.
Like, the dude, like, it's only a second year, and he's already proven he's the top of his position. Like, they got a top center and a top QB, top tight end. Like, when you got Patrick Mahomes behind that offensive line, doesn't matter who he's throwing to. He threw 5 touchdowns to 4 different receivers.
Yeah.
That's how it's going to be every game. Different names he's throwing touchdowns to. The dude is gonna find somebody. He's gonna create the play.
Care.
It's gonna last for 15 seconds. When you got receivers running for 15 seconds, someone will be open at some point.
Yeah.
It's not.
If he's got the protection, there's no way not to get it to somebody.
Yeah, it just Mahomes just showed how elite he really is. Like, that's what he's doing. He's showing how elite he really is. I mean, Travis Kelce obviously was a main target. He had like 8 receptions, 120 yards, and a touchdown. Or 2 they have.
No,
Who had 2? It was Clyde. Clyde had 2.
Clyde
had 2, and then it was 3 other people. That's crazy, dude. That's actually crazy. He's different.
He is different. I'll tell you another thing that surprised me is Carson Wentz.
Yeah, did he have 5 touchdowns?
He had 4.
4? Yeah, 4 and 300 yards.
380 something yards and 4 touchdowns.
That's insane.
That's insane. I did not expect that.
No,
that's one thing.
If you think about it, though, look at all of his receiving cores compared to his receiving core right now. Curtis Samuel, Jahan Dotson, and Terry McLaurin. Logan Thomas and Antonio Gibson.
Him and Samuel had a good connection.
Jahan Dotson had a great game. Rookie. Underrated rookie this year.
There you go.
I bet you his rookie of the year skyrocketed after this game. He had... Didn't he have 2 of them? He had 2 of their touchdowns, didn't he?
I
believe he did.
I think Curtis had 2, didn't he?
I might have double checked that, but yeah, they absolutely went off. What about your boy AJ Brown? Yeah, Jahan Dotson 2 touchdowns.
He had 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. AJ Brown. I'm so mad I didn't get him in fantasy. I'm so mad.
Curtis Samuel had 1, but he had 11 targets, boy. Whew. Carson Wentz likes him some Curtis Samuel.
Yeah. I don't even think he's on anybody's roster.
No, he's not.
In fantasy, nobody's roster.
He's not. There's a lot of waiver wire guys that are out there that you can pick up. Like, there's a few in our league. Like, Jeff Wilson Jr. would be a good one.
Yeah.
Because, he's out. Or Rex Burkhead getting a little more carries than Dameon Pierce, but their offensive coordinator said that they want to get Dameon Pierce more involved in their head coach. They said that's what they need to do next game.
I think they're just going to go, get it to where it's 50-50, basically.
50-50, yeah. I could see that. But, yeah, Curtis Samuel and then...
And that's not good for fantasy, though.
Yeah, Joshua Palmer for the Chargers. I mean...
Yeah.
But he had a bad week last week, to be honest. Robbie Anderson, oh my God, dude. He blew up last week. What up with that? 25 points, yeah. 100 yards, touchdown. I mean, consistent, probably not. But, those are a few waiver wires. If you need some waiver guys, some of your guys got hurt, I would definitely recommend some of them. But, yeah, even though that the Eagles and Lions was 38-35, the Eagles were up 38 to what was it, 26 or something?
Yeah,
they were up
for 2 or 3 scores.
They were up 2 or 3 scores at one
Detroit
point.
just got a bunch of stupid points.
Yeah, basically, the score looked close at the end, but during the game, it wasn't a very close game. The Eagles dominated that game.
Yeah, they smacked them,
and it showed that kind of what we were saying. He said A.J. Brown. I've been saying Jalen Hurts. We've been talking about that, to be honest. Both of us. A.J. Brown, Jalen Hurts.
I'm sticking to my guns. I still got the Eagles in the NFC Championship game.
And I wanted to talk about that, too. I think the Eagles can, after this week, just seeing that connection, that it's just confirmed now. I could see them winning the NFC, bro. I could see them losing maybe a few games, the way that they were.
I seen
their offense just didn't stop.
Yeah, I seen what they added.
Their offense literally just did not stop.
Yeah,
they literally just.
I seen what they added, and they.
That was Tommy feature.
Tommy.
You just got a mini Tommy feature. But yeah, their offense. Who are we talking? Oh yeah, the Eagles. Their offense, man, They didn't get a stop. Jalen Hurts looked like a beast. He had 80 rushing yards. 250 passing, 140 to A.J. Brown.
Yeah.
10 receptions from A.J. Brown. He was mossing everybody. He went off. Dolphins showed up.
Dolphins did show up, which I thought they would anyway.
Yeah.
I think they was going to win that game. I picked them to win that game. I just think their weapons on offense, it's until they play a really, because New England lost a big dude. Who was it? What's his name?
Johnson.
No, on defense, who they lost. Oh, man. Now I'm looking stupid. The big name boy.
Are you talking about Judon? Did he get hurt?
No. I'm talking about the defensive back. I can't remember. But anyways, the Dolphins, I knew they was going to beat that defense up. Their defense is hurting. What ain't showing there? Ain't showing
Injury report.
He's been on their team for
Talking about Jawan Bentley.
10.
Jawan Bentley. Yeah.
But anyways,
yeah.
the Dolphins. Yeah, I think they're gonna be fine, man. They might sneak into the playoffs.
They might. Tua made a lot of bad throws, but with that offense and their weapons, it's insane. Their weapons are insane. Ravens smacked the Jets. Seen that coming. Washington, we said it was a surprise. Browns beating the Panthers. I picked the Panthers, but hey, I don't think
I went Browns. Look, I got Browns, and then when I turned my picks in, I switched to Panthers like an idiot.
Browns really
Kicked the field goal to win the game at the end.
They want Deshaun Watson right now.
Quite a few games like that.
They want Deshaun Watson right now. That's what they want. If they had Deshaun Watson, that game would have been probably a blowout, bro. If Deshaun Watson's playing even at decent form, like Jacoby Brissett, come on, bro. He didn't even play good either.
Yeah.
Bad completion percentage are big. But, they won the game. That's all that matters, I guess. It was a close one.
Yeah.
We talked about the Colts and Texans. That was crazy. Giants beating the Titans. Saquon is back. You got to stay healthy, but he went off, bro. They gave him 20 carries.
In which they should.
140 yards, a touchdown.
That's what kind of running back he is. You need to give him the ball.
He's like a Derrick Henry type running back, Jonathan Taylor type running back. Give me 20 carries a game. But yeah, that was pretty crazy. I thought the Titans were gonna win that, and Robert Woods didn't.
I had big points on the Titans.
Yeah, Robert Woods didn't do very good. I had 11 on him. I had big points on him.
No, I didn't think he would do very good.
No.
So
Ryan Tannehill didn't do good.
But I looked at when we did our predictions.
Daniel Jones had the third best passer rating this week.
Yeah, when we did our predictions, we had Giants in the bottom of the league.
I have them at 3 wins.
That's not gonna happen.
If they're playing like this,
they'll probably double that.
They'll probably get 6.
Still not making no playoffs. Sorry about your luck there, Giant fans.
Yeah, no, not happening. Well, then we talked about the Chiefs. They absolutely dominated the Cardinals.
Yeah, the Cardinals. Oh, God. I had so much hope for them every year. I always be like, man, they're really going to do something this year.
You like Kyler Murray a lot.
Yeah, I do like Kyler Murray.
I like
when you look at his stats, though, when you actually look at the numbers, the dude's a beast.
He is a beast. I like him a lot, but there's just something missing always.
There's always just something going on.
I don't know what it is. Maybe he just
don't
like
or it's just the Chiefs are just
the Chiefs.
The Chiefs, right? But I picked that to be an upset, and that was a dumb upset. Wrong again on that one.
Chargers beat the Raiders. Derek Carr, dude, there's this one throw that keeps going viral on Twitter. Devontae Adams getting double teamed, but it didn't matter because he had both of them beat by 3 steps. And if Derek Carr throws this on target, Devontae Adams is standing in the end zone like this with the ball, running. Derek Carr underthrew him by 4 yards, and it was a pick. Like, anybody, with Aaron Rodgers, that's not happening. But
It is what it is.
it is
Devontae
what it is. I
still-
miss
still-
Devontae.
Yeah, he still
He
tore
still
up.
went
though.
off,
He
still
still
tore
went
up.
off. Yeah, he did.
But there's gonna be silly throws Derek Carr's gonna make like that Rodgers wouldn't. But again, there's gonna be silly mistakes these rookie receivers are gonna make that Devontae wouldn't. Like, but
Yeah.
they'll both get through it.
When you look at it, in Devontae's first 2 or 3 years, and if anybody back then said Devontae will be the number 1 receiver in 5 years from now, you would have been called a fool. And so I'm not putting anything past none of these young receivers.
Yeah, I'm not either.
I think they have.
I'm not either, especially with Rodgers.
I really think Romeo Dobbs and Christian Watson have potential to be great. They'll be fine. They're learning from the best. So.
Yeah, they are. I mean, they are. I mean, that's all you can say right there. They're learning from the best. You heard it. Bucks and Cowboys. We talked about that. Dak got hurt. We thought Bucks were gonna win.
I had Bucks winning.
Pretty simple there. I think they would have scored more. To be honest, Tom Brady didn't have the best game, but
Who would have scored more?
the Bucks. I thought they were gonna score maybe like more. They've got a lot of field goals.
And no Dallas fan can say, "Oh, it's because Dak got hurt." No, he didn't get hurt till the very end of the game.
At the very end of the game, they weren't
Really.
they
I mean,
all.
really,
They got 3 points first quarter. That was it.
there wasn't enough time to really get to maybe score twice.
Michael
But
Parsons went
honestly,
off.
he shouldn't even have been in the game.
Michael Parsons went off. Oh, you saying you don't think he should have been in the game at that
Not
point?
not at that point in the game. You're not.
Yeah, I
You're
guess
not
not.
moving the ball. You're not. You're not scoring.
They were only down 2 scores though. I think
You're down
I
2
think-
scores
I
with
think-
6 minutes ago, and you ain't done nothing all game.
Yeah, but if they score and make a stop, I think you definitely keep them in. If they're up 3 scores, probably not. But 2, I think you keep them in for that comeback.
Yeah, I mean, you got to keep your number 1 guy in at all times.
You do.
But at that point, it was basically over.
Yeah.
So it is what it is.
Denver and Seattle last game. Seattle won. That was pretty mind-blowing to me. I wasn't ready for that. But their offensive line is very bad, we've seen from this
How many
game.
snaps did Russell Wilson take in preseason?
0.
0.
0.
Another proven point. 0. And look, they lost. If you look at the teams that lost, a lot of their starters did not play no preseason. It's crazy that that's just the way it is. They need to be out there.
They need
Just
to get the rust off.
Yeah, get the rust off, man. Even if you're only out there for 1 series. You're out there for 1 series, Just get the rust off. I just don't get it. So, whatever.
Michael Parsons went off.
Yeah.
He did. Defensive Player of the Year. I'm hitting these awards this year.
Yeah, I'm over here like my actual number 1 was TJ Watt, but now he's out 6 weeks, so he definitely ain't winning it. So,
Yep, there goes his. Just kidding.
So look for Trayvon Walker. Say no.
Defensive Player of the Year. What?
He killed it out there, man.
Yeah, he did.
He killed it. Now he ain't gonna get Defensive Player of the Year, but he's gonna be top for that Rookie of the Year, dude. You watch.
Yeah, I mean,
Him and Aiden's gonna be
Aiden
fighting
did
for
good
that.
too.
Yeah, he did. They're gonna be fighting for that spot. I'm telling you, it's gonna be between them 2.
All right, let's jump into week 2, man. Let's jump into week 2.
Man. We'll go off your list because our lists are different, except for the top one and the bottom one.
Thursday night game, Chargers and Chiefs. Chargers got Keenan Allen, J.C. Jackson injured, but I got the Chargers winning this game, actually. I think they're going to win. I think they're going to barely squeak it out and start off 2-0, even without Keenan Allen and J.C. I don't think it's going to hurt too much. Their pressure is going to still get in there. Khalil Mack did his thing, I got the Chargers barely
You
squeaking
got Chargers squeaking by that, huh?
Yep.
Let me see here. I think with J.C. Jackson not being completely 100%, no Keenan Allen, and it's the Chiefs at home on the Chargers.
You got the Chiefs?
Yep, they're gonna poop on the Chargers.
We'll see. We'll see.
I'm not gonna say by a whole lot, but
Yeah, I don't got a lot of faith in the
I'm
Chargers.
gonna say by 10 or less. It's gonna be less than 10, so it'll be close like that. But I think the Chargers are losing that game, even though they did play a good game last week.
Yeah, they did.
But this short week, no Keenan Allen, no chance.
No chance. Ouch. I definitely don't think that. I think it'll be a close one. I think the Chargers will win, but I can see the Chiefs winning. It can happen, of course. Obviously, Patrick Mahomes is their quarterback. Going to the next one, Jets versus Browns. I got the Browns. I'm pretty confident in the Browns this week. Just Joe Flacco, very not confident in that old man. He needs to get up out of there. They need to do something.
But it might have just been the first game, Russ too, because how long has it been since he's actually started a game like that?
A couple of years, I think.
That's what I'm saying. It might be Russ. You never know. Browns still got Jacoby Brissett, so I think you look at Jacoby Brissett, Joe Flacco, and they're both like this. That's it. So, but I got the Browns.
The Browns' defense is
I got
great,
the Browns
and their run game is amazing.
That's why I'm giving it to the Browns, because of their run game and defense.
Nick Chubb went crazy last week.
Yes, he did. For my fantasy. Thank you, Chubb. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Chubb.
But he didn't score no touchdowns. I keep giving it to
Kareem Hunt.
dude.
He was getting so aggravated. I'm like, watch him give it to Hunt right here at the 3-yard line. And they give it to Hunt. I'm like, they gotta share the ball, man.
On the second touchdown, though, but Hunt just ran for like a 28-yard touchdown, so there ain't nothing you can do there.
Yeah, they did.
He just broke free on that one, so. But yeah, he had 140 or 140 something yards.
Yeah, 140.
But no touchdowns, but it's all right. That's still killing it. But yeah, I went Browns too on that one, so. Browns will win.
And then, I got the Browns as
You
well.
just keep going down your list.
Yeah, and then Bucks and Saints. I got the Saints. I got the Saints as an upset this week. Yes, sir. That offense. That offense is great. And I think that defense got their rust off, and I think that their defense is going to step up this week. And the Saints are going to show what they're about. I think they're going to split with the Bucks, and the Saints are going to get their win at home.
Saints beat them twice last year.
Yeah, they did.
Saints got Brady's number.
Saints do have Brady's number. They always have. And the Bucks. I mean,
but I want the Bucks to win.
The Saints always win.
I want the Bucks to win anyway.
I want the Saints. I think that that offense is.
So we have the first 3 games. You got 2 of them different to me.
Yep, and then Panthers.
They'll never learn. Trust me.
We'll see. I had 6 wrong last week. How many did you have?
Like 8.
We'll keep track of that. See who has it.
Yeah, we'll keep track of that.
Hey, fantasy though, I was 0-1. He's 1-0.
Yeah.
Rashad Penny, and it's not Rashad. It's not your fault, Rashad Penny. I love you. It's your offensive line's fault, but it's okay. It's okay. Your offensive line got 2 of your big runs called back. If those would have happened, I would have won.
Yeah,
I lost by 5 points, Rashad Penny.
With them, he had over 100 yards.
Mm-hmm.
All that.
It's okay though. It's okay.
It's not his fault.
I play this fool this week. We bounce back. A lot of your guys play easy defenses.
I know. Easy win.
We'll see. I can't start off 0-2 though.
They got me projected 106.
They got you projected to beat me by 2 points. Don't get your high roller.
No, I think it's 106 to 102.
It was 100, bro. No, 104 to 102.
No way. You do not have 104. Lies. This dude lies.
No, you have 104.
No.
Oh no, it is 106 to 102.
This dude.
Moving on, Panthers versus Giants. You got the Giants.
Yeah.
And I got the Panthers. What's up with that? Another mix-up this week, son.
Oh, man. The Giants, I feel like they played good last week. Carolina sucks, so.
Giants overrated. Carolina comeback win.
Yeah, Saquon will tear Carolina's defense up.
Wait for what DJ Moore does. DJ Moore's about to have 100 yards and a touchdown this game. Watch. No corner on the Giants can guard them receivers, man. They can't. See Robbie Anderson having another nice game. 50, 60-yard game, too. 'Cause DJ Moore only had like 45 yards last game. He had 5 receptions, though. It was just all little dumps. Little dumps.
Right.
But, yeah.
No.
Not the Panthers.
Giants will get them.
I mean, I could definitely see it. I don't got a bunch of faith in the Panthers. Like, it's gonna be a boo-boo ball game. But,
Yeah. One nobody's ever going to watch.
okay. The Pats versus Steelers. I think this is going to be an interesting one. Two great defenses going against each other. Mac Jones is the better quarterback, but I think the Steelers have the better receiving room and
The
better
Dolphins
running
smacked the
room.
Patriots defense around last week.
Yeah, they did. I don't want to say smacked around, but they got some good points on them. But I got the Steelers winning because I look at it this way: both really good defenses. I think Steelers got a better one.
Yeah, I got
Both-
Steelers too, but low points. What's your low points?
Mine's 6, yeah. Running game better. I think.
Well,
Pats-
Najee Harris
Pats quarterback situation.
Najee Harris ain't no joke, man.
I think the only thing better on the Pats, honestly, is their quarterback situation, and maybe their offensive line.
I don't know. Trubisky didn't have that bad of a game, but he didn't do that.
Mac Jones is better than Trubisky. Stop disrespecting him. I'm tired of the Mac Jones disrespect, man. Mac Jones, stop disrespecting him. But Colts versus Jags, I think the Colts are gonna win by a lot.
Big bounce back.
I think
That
it's
last
gonna
week
be
was
a
a
big
fluke.
bounce back week.
Fluke.
I believe that as well.
Double
I think
digits.
Jonathan Taylor's gonna go off. Not much more to really talk about with that.
Yeah. 150, 2 touchdowns.
Okay.
Who's he playing against? Tommy. Oh, sorry, Tommy.
Dolphins versus Ravens. It's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, it'd be
Good
a good
one.
game. Ravens.
I got the Ravens too. I do. I think they're gonna win by like 7. But I think it'll be a good one. A lot of score. I think it's gonna be high scoring.
Yeah, probably. It'd be decent.
For sure. Rams versus Falcons. Not much to talk about. Rams are gonna smack them in the mouth. If we get
Yeah,
that,
they're
if
definitely
we
getting
get
a bounce
that
back from
wrong,
last week.
if we get that wrong, man, yeah,
Congratulations, Falcons.
yeah, no, congratulations, Falcons. On
But
there.
the Falcons were up by they was up 26-10 and lost 27-26. That's what the
You
Falcons
can't do that to the Rams.
That's what the Falcons do, dude. They just find a way to lose, dude, like all the time. It's crazy to me. But yeah, Rams by a lot. I'm gonna say double digits.
Yeah, I'm gonna say double digits as well. I think 14, probably, maybe 20.
I'm
I
gonna
think
say
they're gonna
take-
be on a revenge
I'm gonna say if
game,
you're gonna make a
especially
bet-
only getting 10 points.
I'm gonna say if you're gonna make a bet, do 13-18. Because Cordell Patterson, he's still gonna go off. I think, even with Rams defense, whatever, don't care. So if you're gonna make a bet, you do 13-18 on that one. You should be safe.
There's his opinion right there on the betting. Seahawks.
That's
versus,
never right.
Seahawks versus 49ers. 49ers, but it's gonna be at San Fran. I think. I mean, no Kittle. That's not good.
Well, he's
That's not
questionable. He's not completely out.
I could see the Seahawks winning that. I could see him winning. If you got him upsetting, I could see it. But I just think that I don't know.
I got low points on 49ers
I think 49ers.
because I ain't that confident.
I got 9 on them.
Yeah, that's kind of confident.
Yeah. And then Texans and Broncos. I think the Broncos are gonna bounce back and
For sure.
win by like 7-10, to be honest. But I was really close to putting Texans 1. I could see the Texans upsetting, but I just don't think it's gonna happen, man. I don't. But if it did, I wouldn't be mind blown. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be like,
Well,
I should have went with them.
I think it's just a mile high, dude. I don't know. It's different there.
Yeah, that's true.
It's different there. It's gonna be their second game together. Like I said, the red zone mistakes. I think they'll correct that. I think Javonte Williams is gonna go off on the Texans this game. So Russell Wilson ain't gonna have to do too much. They're gonna have to put it all on him. Them not going for it on 4th and 5 with Russell Wilson. Complete
Mistake.
mistake. That's
They
just
should have went for it. 64-yard field
That was
goal.
a bad
and
decision.
missed.
Bad first game by Nathaniel Hackett.
Yeah, bad decision.
You can't. You really just made the Packers look bad because you was over there doing good. Now you came here and made that bad decision. So. And yeah, so Broncos should have definitely won that game.
Yeah, they should have, but I got the Broncos winning this week.
Oh yeah, they're gonna come back and they're gonna show what they really can do. And they got a good team, man. Jerry, Judy, Sutton, Javonte Williams. I mean, I can't believe they lost against Seattle.
That defense is
Yeah. So, anyways, they'll bounce back.
yeah, and on to the forecast. I'm pretty sure.
Ooh.
Bengals versus Cowboys.
Dak.
Dak's not
Dak,
playing.
Dak.
They got Cooper Rush at starting quarterback. I just don't see the Bengals losing this, man.
They're
I
gonna
really
cook
don't.
this week.
I think they are too. I think they're gonna drop like 30 points, but I think they could. I mean, I don't know. Dallas' defense is really good. It's really good, and Joe Burrow was talking about that in his interview this morning. He was saying he's looking out for Michael Parsons. I mean, obviously. I mean, the dude's in a sack Burrow
I was
once,
very
probably
disappointed
twice.
in our offensive line last week.
I was too, specifically Jonah Williams and Cordell Volson.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a few times where T.J. Watt was untouched on
Even
LT side.
Collins didn't do that great either, dude.
Yeah, but he was on T.J. Watt like the whole game. But you still got to touch him. You got to do something.
They got to do better than that. They went out there and revamped the offensive line for what? For what? No reason? Like, these guys got to step up.
I think they'll step up. I think, this is the game to prove it. Another good defense. Like, we got to step up against these good defenses. We got to, got to be able to let Burrow create plays and not have him rushed. He made a lot of not very good decisions last week, so I'm excited for this week's game for sure. And that brings us to the Cardinals and Raiders. I have the Raiders winning. What about you?
You got who?
The Raiders.
You got the Raiders?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I got the Raiders winning by a lot. I got big points on the Raiders.
I got low points on the Raiders. I could see the Cardinals getting an upset, but I just don't think it's going to happen. The Raiders' offense is so explosive, and their defense ain't really bad. And I don't think the Cardinals' offense is chemistry there yet, and their defense is
I thought the defense was going to be a lot better than that, but yeah, I got high points on Raiders winning this week.
Yeah, I think that offense is going to tear that defense up. And then I think the Bills versus Titans. I think the Bills are going to smoke the Titans. I think you should put big money on the Bills if you bet big money on the Bills.
You have to because the spread's going to be so big.
Well, yeah, like if you're making, if you're a sports,
you're not gonna up it up to
if you're a sports better,
or
you make like three bets, put a lot of money on it. I would say you put the Bills on your ticket, son.
I'd put the spread too.
Yeah, I put the spread too. I think they're
I
gonna
wouldn't do no
dominate
money
the
line bull
Titans.
crap because they ain't gonna pay nothing. I'd put the spread, or at least take it down to -6 because they're definitely gonna win by a touchdown, right?
Yeah, I could see it.
Because I think it's -10.5 right now.
Is it? Ooh.
So if you take it down to -6, Nate's got to win by a touchdown.
Yeah, that's high.
That's
a
gonna
high.
happen.
That's a high spread.
Yeah, it is. That's a big one.
And then that brings us over to the two Monday night games. There's two Monday night games. This week. Or no, the Titans and Bills is one of the Monday night games. My fault. I missed one of the 1 o'clock games, Washington and Lions.
Hold on. The Titans Bills ain't Monday night.
It's like Monday at like... Or no, one of them's... There's two Monday night games this week.
Yeah, no, but the Bills and Titans ain't one of them.
Which one is
Vikings and Eagles, and it's like a...
I'll look at it right now. 1 second. Yeah, it is. Titans Bills, Monday at 7.
Huh.
Vikings Eagles.
That's two good Monday night games, man.
Yeah, it is. I missed the Washington and Lions though. That was one of the clock games I missed, and I got Lions.
Did we miss that one?
Yeah, we did. I put Lions 1.
Huh.
We
I
missed
don't
that
even
one.
see it on. Oh yeah, I got Commanders.
Commanders 4. I got Lions 1. I think
When
the
Carson
Lions
Wentz
are
played
gonna...
last week, and the Lions too. I mean,
I definitely
but
could
they
see.
got a bunch of stupid points, dude. I don't care.
Well, I wrote down Washington versus Lions, and then I circled Lions, and then I crossed it out, and then I circled Washington, and then I crossed the whole thing out, rewrote it, and circled lines. So I pretty
So you don't
indecisive
know.
this week.
Yeah.
I'm pretty indecisive this week on that game. I think it's going to be neck and neck. It's two teams that are, we don't know about. We won't know for sure about till basically 3/4 of the way through the season, in my opinion. Like we're gonna have to see their full season of stages for me to be able to even put a full opinion on both of them.
I mean, honestly,
So,
the Commanders and the Lions is kind of a toss-up.
it
That
is.
could go
They
either
both
way,
got a
for
lot of
sure.
weapons, and they both are trying to prove something. They're both hungry.
Oh, yeah, they are.
So
So, I mean...
I think they could even score a lot
But
of
I
points.
got the Commanders slightly over.
I do. And
What do you got, the Lions or...
I got the Lions at 1. I think it's going to be a close game. Whoever wins is going to squeak it. But I think after thinking a lot, I think the Lions are going to. I think this is one of their wins. It's going to be one of their wins. I just can't see Washington starting out 2-0. Just don't see it. Could happen though. Could happen. But my game of the week and the game I'm most excited for, which is the last game of the week,
That's going to be a good game.
Vikings and Eagles, man. Oh my God. It's
Yeah.
going to be a crazy game. Two teams that I could see win the whole NFC, to be honest with you.
Yeah. The way they played last week, you could see these two teams in the championship.
You could. They were both so explosive, scoring so many points. Like,
But to me, I feel like like the history of both these teams, they find ways to not
they
make
find ways to choke.
it. Yeah, they do. They find ways not make
Yeah,
it.
they do. And
And to me, it's like,
we both got the Eagles, by the way. Meant to say
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
We do both got the Eagles.
I got low on the Eagles, but
I am too.
I'm telling you, I'm riding the Eagles all the way, man. some
Dude,
reason I can see them going
if the
far.
Eagles keep playing the way that they did play last week, I could see the Eagles winning the NFC. I got the Eagles winning their division.
Or being up
and
there.
I have the Eagles winning their division and finishing top 4 in my predictions, but I could see them winning. I have won in 11 games in my predictions, but I could see them winning at 13, bro. I could see them winning 13, to be honest with you. The way that they played, man, and their schedule is the 3rd easiest in the league. They could
That's what
win.
I'm saying.
They're gonna win a lot of
definitely
games.
getting
They're
11
gonna-
wins.
Oh yeah, they're gonna
definitely
show
gonna get
out. I
11
think they're
wins.
definitely gonna get 11, and
So I got them at, I think, 11 wins.
but
But when we see them play, it could be possibly 13 wins, dude.
yeah, but,
See them 13 and 4, huh?
I mean I could see the Vikings winning though.
Well,
I could.
They definitely have a chance.
I could
Come
see
on.
them winning. It's gonna be so close. It's gonna be such a good game. It's gonna. I think it's all gonna come down to Kirk and Jalen Hurts, who's gonna come through in the end. And that's where I made my decision. I think Jalen Hurts is gonna step up and just be that guy in the end and win that. I think he's gonna win the game for him on a game-winning drive and prove himself. For real, I really do. And
It's definitely not gonna be no blowouts.
I got him squeaking
that's
it
for
out.
sure.
I don't think so.
I don't see one. I can't say.
I can't see a blowout.
Obviously, but
I can't see a blowout, but I couldn't see a blowout with the Bills and Rams. It happens in games like that. In those close games, like two
Well,
really
at
good
halftime
teams
it was
going at it.
10-10, I'm like, I knew this was gonna happen.
Yeah, and it just happens,
And
man.
then
Like,
bam! I was like,
those guys can just blow up. Like, they can just blow up. Gabe Davis bomb, and then, Diggs got one.
Diggs got a 50-something yarder.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That Davis got a bomb.
Straight
Diggs got a
burnt
bomb.
Ramsey on that one.
Yeah,
Diggs did.
he burnt Ramsey quite a few times. He got a little curl route.
He didn't look like
that was
Ramsey,
nasty.
for sure.
That was nasty. Yeah,
Definitely didn't look like Ramsey.
Ramsey talked about it though. He said the Bills came out looking good, looking great. But yeah, those are our predictions for this week and our last week. We made it a good sized episode even without Alex. We miss you, Alex. Hopefully you're good for next week. But
Get better.
I meant
Just
to.
rest up, get better.
I'll run down his picks. I'm sorry, Alex. I'll run down your picks real quick. I'll say your winners real fast. You sent me your winners. All right, here we go. Alex's winners. Chiefs over Chargers. Steelers over Patriots. He's got the Panthers over the Giants. He's got the Browns over the Jets. He's got the Colts over the Jaguars. He's got the Ravens over the Dolphins. He's got the Saints over the Bucks. He's got a lot of same as me. He's got the Lions over the Commanders. His upset of the week, he says, he has the Seahawks over the 49ers. And then he has the Rams over the Falcons.
He jumped hard on Trey Lance, too.
He did. He jumped very hard on Trey Lance. But I don't know. Maybe he likes what he's seen out of the Seahawks. That's why we needed you here this week, man. COVID-19. That sucks, dude.
It does
Wish it
suck.
just never existed. Ruined everything. But that's a different conversation. He's got the Raiders over the Cardinals. And he has the Broncos over the Texans. And, of course, he's got the Bengals over the Cowboys. And he has the Packers over the Bears. And the Bills over the Titans. And he has the Vikings over the Eagles.
Ooh.
So that's another reason why I wish he could have been here this week. That would have been a nice conversation. But we'll be able to talk about it next week, hopefully, with him. And, stay tuned for next week. Is there anything else you want to add?
We'll show our...
Show the poster.
Yeah, show the poster.
My lovely girl got me for Christmas.
Three of the greatest
The
quarterbacks.
three goats on the one picture. Star Farman Rodgers, baby. We couldn't get it in the frame, so we had to show y'all before we ended it. But yeah. We hope y'all enjoyed, and follow us on all socials at Thread the Laces. It's on everything. Like, why aren't you following us? It's free. Like our video. Subscribe. It's free, please. Like
Pretty
it,
simple.
subscribe it,
Pretty
share
simple.
it with your friends if you like it. Like it, subscribe it, share it with your friends if you like it. Get a little chime going. At Thread the Laces. Like it, subscribe it. Get a few shares if you like it. At Thread the Laces. Follow us. Little clip. I'm
And
sorry.
he's trying to bust out something.
Yeah, but that was the podcast this week, and we hope
you
y'all
enjoyed it.
have a fun NFL week, and we hope your favorite teams win. You know what I'm saying?
Because both of ours lost.
Yeah, both of ours
Right here in the
lost last
background.
week.
Let's do it like
Yeah,
this.
you see
How I
it.
do it. Wait a
Bow.
minute. Hang on. This needs to go up. This is kind of hard to do.
It is like,
Wrong hand.
right here.
Right hand.
We lost. He almost fell over, but we lost. We lost that. I lost in fantasy and I lost bets. I didn't win in nothing this week. He at least won fantasy.
I won fantasy. I won 110 in bets. I had 260 betted. So
Yeah.
I'm 150 down. I'll come back though. It'll be alright.
But stay tuned. Stay tuned for sure. And follow us on everything. Like, subscribe, and as always, Hoo-day, baby. Hoo-day.